Everyone, it's Becky and welcome back to Building with Becky. So today I wanted to do a fun little video here ranking all 6 of the environments that you can build on in sandbox mode here in House Flipper 2. Obviously right now I am not actually in sandbox mode. We're going to hop over there in a minute, but I just wanted to kind of show off on the map all of these different locations before we go on and do sandbox mode and actually look at the properties in first person. First of all, there is Crayfish Coast. This includes the actual coastal property on the water on the beach, and then there's also an island, which is not included in this little map here. And then we have the Pinnacle Suburbs. This is the one that has the snowy version as well. Next up, we have the Coral Root Forest over here, and then we have Old Pinnacle, which was, I guess, the last actual environment added in last summer during the summer update. And then during this last Christmas was when we got the Snowy Suburbs edition. But I just want to look at this again just for fun before we get on into the ranking. Obviously, this map is not fully available to put properties in, but maybe in the future. First of all, we got this one here. It's kind of hidden right now, but there's a little lighthouse here. I guess the lighthouse is part of the coastal, so okay, never mind. But then we've got this one here. It's kind of got some trees and some grass. I feel like it's kind of like some bigger type of buildings, and it's kind of on its own separate little island, so could this be more of like a luxury type of build? I mean, considering these ones here, they're like smaller kind of houses all together, you know. These ones are kind of all similar colors. It's kind of almost like a McMansion subdivision, in my opinion, how they all kind of look the same kind of cookie cutter houses. So I don't know about that. And then we've got this little area over here. Like the little road comes out to this like lookout type of building here with like a deck around it. And a helicopter pad in this bigger building. I don't know what that is. And then over here is like more of a kind of rural environment here, how the road kind of winds around. There's only a few different houses. And then this is part of the Coral Root Forest. Then we have this super wildernessy environment. I don't know, it seems kind of similar to Coral Root Forest, obviously. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. And like for the Scooby Doo DLC, I'm not sure which environments that those 6 new houses that will be part of the DLC will be in. So definitely be interesting. I'd love to see new areas of this map unlocked and have more places to build homes in. Anyways, actually onto the point of this whole video. We are going to be ranking all 6 of these environments here to build on in sandbox mode. So obviously, like I said, we've got the coast, we've got the forest, we've got the island, we've got downtown, we've got snowy suburbs, and regular suburbs. So for my lowest ranking environment, I am going with these suburbs here. Here we are in the property, how it looks. I just think it's not very cute. The houses here kind of have their own vibe, so it seems kind of hard to make your own type of house, really. And the thing I hate the most about this is the different colored fences along every single side of the property. This smallest plot size has this weird hedge here, and then when you like go into bigger, it makes a fence there. If you go this way, does this weird thing. If you go back, it does that. So it's just odd fences. Usually when I go in and make a house here, I buy my own fence and just use it to line all 3 sides of the properties just to make it more cohesive and nice. But yeah, I just don't really like being in suburbs here. It's too many other houses, all kind of different shapes and sizes. There are some interesting things in this environment though. Kind of around, we've got like mail, newspapers, cement, hard hats. I don't even know what this is, a little tent, bus stop maybe. But yeah, it's just kind of not my thing. So yeah, this is my lowest ranking environment here in House Flipper 2 Sandbox mode. Coming in at number 5, we have the coast property. I rank this one low for very similar reasons, just because it has all the other houses close by. These ones are all up on like little stilts, but at least it does not have the fences, which makes it a little better. But having them all be on stilts is odd again, just because if you want to create some kind of different style of house, it kind of really stands out from the other ones. It is at least a little better when you go in and edit your land borders to kind of make them a little further away. In the smallest plot size, they're really close, but they kind of get spread out a little more once you get it going like this. I definitely rank this higher because it is obviously right on the water. Looks really pretty. We've got the lighthouse over here, and it is kind of fun to explore the environments yet again. Got these cool little fence posts right here, and it is very slow to fly around to places, but you can fly all the way out to those islands. Over here, there's some cute little rowboats on this dock. Got the lighthouse coming out. I love the walkway to it with all the rocks. It's very pretty. And another really funny thing about this environment, we're going to go over to this spot here right in the middle, but I will fly over there and I'll catch you in a second. Oh my goodness, we are almost here. This took forever. It took like a couple minutes of flying on over here, but look at this. This is the crayfish king of Crayfish Coast in all his shining golden glory. Isn't this so hilarious? I love this. I wish this was an actual item in the game. He is beautiful, shiny, perfect. So, oh my gosh. There's also some boats over here. So, honestly, please, House Flipper, give us a boat, job, property thing. I would love this. They have, a couple of boats type properties in House Flipper 1, so I don't see why we can't get that in House Flipper 2. So please, fingers crossed that we get some kind of cool little yacht property to flip and renovate ourselves in House Flipper 2. But yeah, that is the coast environment ranked number 5 in my rankings. Number 4 in my rankings is the snowy suburbs. So like I said, they released these snowy suburbs last winter in the winter update, and it's still ranked low just because it is in the suburbs environment, so it's still got the weird fences and stuff, but it is much better because it is snowy. I think it's really cool because you can build walls and stuff, and they get snow on top of them. If you build roofs, then they get covered with snow as well, so all that good stuff. They gave us all like these snowy trees as well so that they can fit in nicely in the environment and we just don't have a, regular pine tree here that does not blend in with everything else. So that is really awesome. I think that it looks cool here on the sidewalk where they have it looking like a cleared off snow on it. Someone shoveled it. But yeah, I just think it's really cool how they made sure that items like the walls and the roofs and stuff can be covered with snow, just like how all the other houses are. And wow, it just looks really pretty, huh? With all the snow covering everything. The roads have a little bit of bits of snow on it as well. And yeah, like I said, it's still a suburban environment, so I still don't love it. But I think the snow looks very pretty and it will be fun to revisit this again this winter. I think the best thing that could come out of snowy stuff is having snow available in all the environments, although I'm not sure about the beach and coastal, I guess. But downtown Old Pinnacle and especially the forest, I would definitely love to see snow be available in those as well. Number 3 is the island environments. Here is the island environment. I always make sure to go into land painting and change it to the sand so it matches all the other sand in the environment. So there we go, just like that. I think the island is super beautiful. Obviously, it's fully surrounded by the water. The water looks so pretty and blue. I think it's really cool to like go over here, like get a cool shot of your house from like down in the water like this. But yeah, I think it's very pretty, obviously, but it has some limitations for me at least. I feel like you need to create a like beachy style house on it, and you didn't want to create some like weird mansion type of thing, some kind of like brick type of build. Kind of wanted to follow the like coastal beachy theme to make it look good on this island here. These palm trees and stuff you can't get rid of because they are outside of your bounds. So you just want it to fit in with the island environment, so you can't do too many different things here. But I do really like how all of this like stuff looks. These small rocks and little grassy pieces. I wish we had some of this like more low-lying spread out stuff available to use in the game. I think that'd be really nice. But yeah, I think it's a really pretty. Another thing that I wish was not a part of this. I wish we could be able to toggle on and off the like little fence here. I think it's kind of cute, but sometimes I just don't want to see it. I just wish there was an invisible border. But yeah, otherwise, I think this is a very beautiful little property environment here. And here we are at number 2, the downtown Old Pinnacle environment. This environment is so pretty. They did an awesome job with all of the buildings around your little plot here. I love all the brick. I love this like cobblestone. Got like the little pedestrian walkways and everything. Oh my gosh, there's some funny things around in here too. We've got like the cool like banners. We've got Pizza de Bessie right here. We've got these cool like little poster things here. Like this is an advertisement for one of the books in the game here you can buy. Big Volcano District billboard. I think there's something funny over here too. Oh yeah, best pizza in town, Pizza de Bessie. Have you seen this person? Yoga, Rising Sun yoga class. Another scary thing. Around here is super nice. Look at those windmills over there in the mountains. Definitely see some possibilities for some cool things to build out new environments, and I hope there's even like a little church over here, which is really cool. But yeah, a really awesome environment, nice bus stops and everything. The little plot here is nice as well. Obviously I don't love the small sized plot just because it is surrounded by all the tall brick buildings. But once you edit the land borders, it gets a little better. There's like more alleyways, so you're kind of more spread out a little more. If you go all the way this way, you don't have buildings on either side of you, which is really cool. You can make one big building. You can do like a building facing over this way. You can do another building facing over this way. I think we can keep going this way as well. I'm not sure how far. Oh wow, you can go. Oh, that's as far as we can go. But yeah, I've done like little city parks in here. For Easter, I did like a little city park with Easter eggs. I definitely like building like little apartments up here as well. So like when you do a little apartments up on like the 7th floor or something, you can see all the beautiful views. I just think it looks really, really pretty. It's really fun to try and make your building look in the same brick style as all the other ones. And yeah, it's just so colorful, really nice. I think it's so pretty. Drum roll, please. My top environment to build in House Number 2 in sandbox mode is the forest. Well, Pinnacle in the forest are actually really close for me for my favorites, but I decided to put the forest one out. How could it not? Look how pretty this is. So many trees. They have some really cute things outside in the environment. This is like a little water tower type of thing. Some like rusty stuff. Little thing right here. Even like an old little wagon inside of this. What else? Oh, there's an outhouse over here. And just rocks and plants and all that good stuff. Can I go in here? Okay, it's empty. But yeah, there's a little water well over here. And it just has a nice little pathway leading up to your plot here. So there's like a hole in the fence there. You've got some mushrooms and stuff. It's a little pathway. It's got a little empty babbling brook here. But I wish there was water in it still. But yeah, this little path just leads out. It's kind of cute. I'm not sure how far it goes. I always think it's fun to explore all of the outside of the property. I guess it kind of ends here, and then, gets a little weird looking, but, oh, okay. Anyways, let's just go back into me. Okay. So it's just super pretty. I feel like it's super easy to build various styles of houses in here and not feel like it's kind of clashing with the environment. So it's very multi-purpose environment here. And not much changes when you add the land borders as opposed to some of the other environments. So it's just kind of nice. It's definitely my go-to for most builds. I feel like if you look back on my channel, many of my builds are here in the forest. So yeah, obviously, like I said, it is my favorite. You can do super cool things. Nice huge plot here, filled in with more trees if you want to make it look like you are really in the forest and not like in a little meadow in the middle of the forest. Just really fill it in with big old trees. Or sleeping willows. I love these. Super pretty. Really easy to just blend it right into the environment. Get some pine trees and stuff. So yeah, this definitely wins as my favorite sandbox mode environment to build in Super 2. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know which one of these 6 properties is your favorite to build on in sandbox mode, and I will talk to you guys later.